This class, we are going to learn how to solve quadratic equation using the general formula or the quadratic formula. You understand? Okay, let's start with the first question. Find the value of x in the quadratic equation x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals to 0. Okay, x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals to 0. Okay, now how do we solve this quadratic equation using the general formula? Don't forget, in our previous class we derived the general formula as x equals to, okay, let me write it here, x equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. This is the general formula of the quadratic equation or the quadratic formula. Now, how do we solve this using this formula? The first step is that you have to identify the parameters in your formula. You understand? The parameters in this formula are a, b, and c. You understand? A is the coefficient of x squared. Are you paying attention? A is the coefficient of x squared. And the coefficient of x squared in this quadratic equation is what? 1. You understand? In this quadratic equation, a equals to 1. Now, b is the coefficient of x. So, b in this quadratic equation is what? 6. And c is the constant term. C in this quadratic equation is what? 9. Do you understand? Okay? So now, having identified your parameters in the formula, the next step is to substitute all these parameters into this formula. Then you are going to get the value of x. You understand? So let us proceed. For this, I'm going to have x equals to minus b. B is what? 6. So I'm going to have minus 6 plus or minus square root of b squared. B is also 6. So I'm going to have 6 squared minus 4ac. In this case, a is what? 1. So I'm going to have 1 multiplied by c. C is 9. So I'm going to have multiplied by 9. Do you understand? All over 2a. 2a is what? 2 multiplied by a. That is what? 2 multiplied by 1. Do you understand? Okay. X equals to minus 6 plus or minus square root of, okay, 6 square is what? 36. 36 minus 4 multiplied by 9. You understand? Because 1 times 9 is what? 9. This will give all over 2 times 1, 2. Okay? X equals to minus 6 plus or minus. Now let us simplify here. We have 36 minus 4 times 9 is what? 36. So I'm going to have minus 36. Do you understand? All over 2. So here I'm going to have x equals to negative 6 plus or minus. Now, square root of 0 all over 2. You understand? Please, you just have to pay attention. It's very simple, okay? Now, square root of 0 will give you 0. You understand? So I'm going to have x equals to negative 6 plus or minus square root of 0. Okay? Square root of 0 will give us what? 0. So there is no need for putting that. Let me just put like this, all over 2. Okay? You can separate the signs. So I'm going to have x equals to minus 6 plus square root of 0 all over 2, or minus 6 minus square root of 0 all over 2. Do you understand? Okay? So for this, I'm going to have x equals to minus 6 all over 2, or minus 6 all over 2. You see, if you take the square root of 0, you're not going to have anything. You understand? So I'm going to have here x equals to negative 6 divided by 2 is what? Negative 3, or negative 3. That is the value of x. Okay? So you can see how I solved this quadratic equation using the general formula or the quadratic formula. You might come across an exam that says find the value of x, or find the value of any unknown in our quadratic equation using the general formula or the quadratic formula. You just have to know that whether quadratic formula, general formula, they are also referring to this formula. You understand? Okay? So let's proceed to the next question. Okay, let's proceed to the next question. Find the value of c in this quadratic equation 2c squared plus 3c minus 5. 2c squared, okay, 2c squared plus 3c minus 5 equals to 0. We are asked to find the value of c. Now, please, I want to pay attention. Now you can see that in this quadratic equation, we are not having x, we are having c. So whether we are having x or we are having c, all you have to do is that just replace this x by c. You understand? So the general formula now becomes like this: c equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. You understand? Okay, in this quadratic equation, a is the coefficient of c squared. You understand? The coefficient of c squared is what? 2. So a is what? 2. A equals to 2, and b equals to what? B equals to, the coefficient of c is b, so b equals to 3, and c equals to the constant term, which is what? Negative 5. So I'm going to have c equals to negative 5. Now please, I want you to pay attention. Don't mistake this c to the c in the quadratic equation. Hello? I mean in the quadratic formula rather. Don't mistake the c that you are looking for to the c that is present in this quadratic formula. You understand? Okay? So let us proceed. For this, I'm going to have c equals to minus b. B is what? 3. So I'm going to have minus 3 plus or minus square root of b squared. B is what? 3. So I'm going to have square root of 3 squared minus 4 multiplied by a. A is what? 2. So I'm going to have minus 4 into bracket 2 multiplied by c. C is what? C is negative 5. So I'm going to have minus negative 5 all over 2 multiplied by a. So c equals to minus 3 plus or minus square root of b squared, which is 9, minus 4 into bracket negative 10. Do you understand? 2 times negative 5, negative 10. You understand? Okay? All over 2 times 2 is what? 4. All over 4. Do you understand? Okay? C equals to negative 3 plus or minus square root of 9, negative 4 multiplied by negative 10. What will be the answer? Positive 40. So I'm going to have positive 40 all over 4. From here, we are going to have c equals to negative 3 plus or minus square root of 49 all over 4. Please, do you understand how I got this? I've not done anything. All I did was that I just add 9 plus 40, and that gives me 49. You understand? So now from this point, we're going to separate the sign. You understand? Because we are having two signs plus or minus. I'm going to separate the sign. So I'm going to have c equals to negative 3 plus the square root of 49, this all over 4, or negative 3 minus square root of 49, this as well, all over 4. You understand? Okay, c equals to negative 3 plus square root of 49 is what? That is 7 all over 4, or negative 3 minus 7 all over 4. You understand? Okay, here I'm going to have c equals to negative 3 plus 7. That will be what? 4. So I'm going to have 4 all over 4, or negative 3 minus 7. That will be what? Minus 10 all over 4. You understand? So here c equals to 1, or you can reduce this as well. What can goes in both negative 10 and 4? That will be 2. You understand? So negative 10 divided by 2, that will be what? Negative 5. So here I'm going to have negative 5 all over 2. You understand? So the value of c in the quadratic equation c squared, in the quadratic equation 2c squared plus 3c minus 5 is what? C equals to 1 or negative 5 all over 2. You understand? Okay?